The 60th floor of the Blackwood building didn't just overlook Manhattan, it looked down on it. Maya adjusted the hem of her pencil skirt, her heart hammering a frantic rhythm against her ribs. In her leather portfolio lay a hidden flash drive, ready to siphon the encrypted files that would dismantle Liam Blackwood, the man who had ruthlessly liquidated her father's life's work. To the world, he was the shark of Wall Street. To Maya, he was the villain. But as the private elevator dinged and she stepped into the dimly lit obsidian and glass office, the air changed. It felt thick, charged with the scent of cologne and expensive bourbon. Liam was standing by the floor-to-ceiling windows, his charcoal suit jacket discarded. His white dress shirt was unbuttoned at the collar, sleeves rolled up to reveal forearms corded with muscle. "You're late, Maya," he said, his voice a low, gravelly vibration that seemed to settle in the pit of her stomach. "The archives took longer than expected, Mr. Blackwood," Maya lied, her voice steady despite the adrenaline. She walked toward his desk, but he didn't move. He turned slowly, his storm-gray eyes scanning her with a predatory intensity that made her skin flush. He stepped into her personal space, the sheer height and breadth of him casting a shadow over her. Maya refused to back down. She could see the faint stubble along his sharp jawline and the way his pulse thrummed in his neck. "You're a very dedicated assistant," Liam murmured, leaning in. He reached out, his fingers stopping just short of her neck to tuck a stray brunette wave behind her ear. His touch was electric, a searing contrast to the cold air of the office. "Or perhaps you're just looking for something you shouldn't find." Maya's breath hitched. Did he know? The danger was a physical weight. "I'm only looking for what you hired me to find, sir." Liam's gaze dropped to her lips, and for a second, the mask of the ruthless CEO slipped. There was hunger there, raw and unmistakable. He placed a hand on the desk behind her, effectively trapping her between his body and the mahogany. "You hate me," he whispered, his face inches from hers. "I can feel it coming off you in waves. And yet..." He moved closer, the heat radiating from his chest, soaking into her blouse. "You're trembling." "It's the coffee," she lied, her voice breaking. "Lie to me again," he challenged, his thumb finally brushing the curve of her lower lip. The hatred she was supposed to feel was being suffocated by a desperate, forbidden desire. She was here to ruin him, but standing in his orbit, all she could think about was the friction of his suit against her skin. He leaned down, his lips ghosting over her shell of her ear. "Stay late tonight, Maya. I think it's time we stopped pretending this is just about business." As he pulled away, leaving her breathless and shaking, Maya realized that terrifying truth. The flash drive in her pocket was a weapon, but the man in front of her was the one who could truly destroy her. Maya unlocked the door to her small Queens apartment, exhausted. Keeping up the facade of professional distance with Liam for 12 hours, while her body hummed with the memory of his touch, was draining. She dropped her keys in the bowl by the door. The lights were off, but the smell of stale coffee and palpable tension told her she wasn't alone. "Dad?" Arthur Vance sat in the worn armchair by the window, a shadow of the titan of industry he used to be before Liam Blackwood gutted his company. His face was haggard, gray in the streetlight filtering through the blinds. "I thought you were working late," Arthur said, his voice brittle. "I was. The quarterly reports are due," Maya lied smoothly. It was getting disturbingly easy to lie for Liam. Arthur didn't look at her. His eyes were fixed on the small, battered coffee table between them. Sitting in the center of it was a velvet jewelry box. It was sleek, black, and screamed money. Liam had slipped it into her purse before she left the penthouse this morning. Diamond studs, simple but devastatingly expensive. Maya's blood ran cold. "Dad, what are you doing going through my bag?" "I was looking for aspirin," he said, finally looking up. His eyes were red-rimmed. "I found those instead." "Who gave them to you, Maya? Because I know you can't afford them on an assistant salary, even Blackwood's." "I bought them myself. They're cubic zirconia, Dad. Just costume jewelry." Arthur let out a harsh, barking laugh. He reached out and snapped the box open. The diamonds caught the stray light, flashing with unmistakable brilliance. "Don't lie to me. I taught you how to spot quality. Those are real, and they're worth more than this entire apartment building." He stood up, his chair scraping violently against the wood floor. 2 months, Maya. 2 months you've been inside his operation. You were supposed to bring me the evidence to bury him. Where is it? Why hasn't the SEC kicked down his door yet? Maya backed against the door, her heart hammering. "It's complicated, Dad. His security is tighter than we thought. I need more time." Arthur stared at her, really stared at her. He took in the expensive cut of her new blazer, another gift from Liam, the flush high on her cheeks, and the evasive look in her eyes. The realization hit him like a physical blow, his face crumbling from anger into horrified betrayal. "Oh my God," he whispered, stumbling back. "You didn't find anything, did you? Because you weren't looking. Dad, please, listen. You're sleeping with him." It wasn't a question. It was a condemnation. The venom in his voice made her flinch. "The man who destroyed our family. The man who put me in this chair, staring at bills I can't pay. You're warming his bed." "It's not like that," Maya cried, tears stinging her eyes. "He's not who you think he is. It's complicated." "It's not complicated, Maya," Arthur roared, throwing the velvet box across the room. It hit the wall with a crack. "It's treason. You sold your soul to the devil for a pair of earrings." He looked at his daughter with an expression she had never seen before, utter disgust. "Get out. Go back to your master's penthouse. You aren't my daughter anymore." The rain lashed against the floor-to-ceiling windows of Liam's penthouse, mirroring the storm raging inside Maya. She stood in the center of the foyer, drenched to the bone, her mascara running in dark tracks down her cheeks. She had nothing, no bag, no jewelry, and now no father. The elevator doors hissed shut behind her. Liam appeared from the hallway, his shirt half unbuttoned, a glass of crystal-clear water in his hand. He stopped dead when he saw her. In a heartbeat, the shark vanished, replaced by something raw and protective. "Maya?" He was across the room in no time, his hands hovering over her trembling shoulders. "What happened? You're freezing." "He knows," she whispered, her voice cracking as she looked up at him. "He found the diamonds. He told me I'm not his daughter anymore." Liam's jaw tightened, a muscle leaping in his cheek. He didn't offer empty apologies. He didn't ask for details. Instead, he swept her up into his arms, ignoring the way her soaked clothes ruined his expensive shirt. "You're staying here," he growled, his voice a low vibration against her chest. "From this second on, you don't belong to his ghosts. You belong to me." He carried her into the master suite, a sanctuary of dark sheets and soft amber lighting. He set her down on the edge of the massive bed and began to peel away her wet blazer with steady, surgical precision. The air in the room was thick, charged with the scent of rain and his intoxicating cologne. As he knelt between her knees to slide off her ruined heels, Maya felt a wave of dizzying heat. The betrayal of her father hurt, but the intensity in Liam's gray eyes, the way he looked at her like she was the only fixed point in a collapsing world, was a different kind of pain. "I lost everything for you," she breathed, her fingers tangling in his damp hair. Liam looked up, his hands resting on her thighs. The friction of his skin against her damp stockings sent a jolt of electricity through her. "You didn't lose everything, Maya. You just traded a past that was holding you underwater for a future where you're the queen of my world." He stood up, pulling her with him until they were chest to chest. The contrast was staggering, her cold, damp skin against the radiating heat of his body. He cupped her face, his thumbs wiping away the remnants of her tears. "I'm a selfish man, Maya," he whispered, his breath ghosting over her lips. "I should tell you to go back and beg for his forgiveness, but the thought of you walking out that door again makes me want to burn this city to the ground." "Then don't let me leave," she challenged, her voice a desperate plea. Liam didn't need a second invitation. He crashed his lips onto hers, a kiss that tasted of salt, rain, and a hunger that had been building for months. It wasn't gentle, it was a claim. He backed her toward the wall, his hands roaming over the curves he had memorized the night before. As the storm outside reached its peak, Maya realized her father was right. She had made a deal with the devil, but as Liam's hands moved with possessive heat over her skin, she knew she'd choose this hell over any heaven without him. The limousine was a soundproof capsule of tension gliding through the Manhattan streets. Outside, the paparazzi flashbulbs popped like strobe lights against the tinted windows. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of leather, Liam's cologne, and Maya's own terrified anticipation. She smoothed the silk of her gown. It was green and backless and clung to every curve before pooling at her feet. It cost more than her law school tuition. Liam had chosen it, just as he had chosen the diamond choker resting coolly against her throat. "Stop fidgeting," Liam murmured from the shadows of the seat beside her. He was perfection in a bespoke tuxedo, the darkness emphasizing the striking silver of his eyes. He reached over, his large hand covering hers where it rested on her thigh. The heat of his skin seeped through the thin dress, grounding her. "They are wolves, Maya. If they sense fear, they will tear you apart." "They already think I'm a traitor," she whispered, looking out at the red carpet awaiting them. "My father's colleagues, his rivals, they all know who I am." Liam turned her face toward him, his grip firm on her chin. His expression was a terrifying mix of possessiveness and icy resolve. "They knew you as Arthur Vance's struggling daughter. Tonight, they meet you as what you are now." "And what is that?" His thumb brushed her lower lip. "Mine." If you like this story, please like, subscribe, and share. Also comment where you're listening from. And please also hit that notification bell so you'll be here for the next one. Thank you.